Imagine if I told you that one of the simplest and most effective ways to regain leg strength is not through the gym or medication, but rather a product you likely already have in your kitchen. How would you feel about that? Recent studies show that just one specific product, when consumed at the right time and in the right combination, can kickstart muscle and nerve recovery in as little as 12 hours. Even if adults experience a decrease in leg strength, the muscles themselves are still capable of functioning. A recent study from the University of Chicago revealed that the main issue lies in the transmission of signals from the nerves to the muscles. Essentially, the muscle hasn't died. It has simply stopped receiving commands to act. This means that, with effort, it's possible to restore that function. Have you ever experienced this? You stand up from a chair and suddenly feel a strange instability in your legs, even though there seems to be no visible reason for it. Or you notice that your legs tire more quickly than they used to, even though the level of exertion remains the same. It's not just about age-related changes. These sensations might be linked to the deterioration of signal transmission between the nerves. The good news is that this can be addressed. The spinal cord plays a crucial role here. It not only transmits signals from the brain to the muscles, but also requires ongoing support. It needs nutrients to function properly. If we think of the leg muscles as a team of workers, then the nervous system acts as their foreman, directing the process through a megaphone. When the batteries in this megaphone run low, commands become quieter, and the work suffers. Once the batteries are recharged, people quickly get back to their tasks. One of the most effective ways to achieve this is by supporting what is known as the neuromuscular junction, which is the point where nerves communicate with muscles. For signals to pass efficiently, this area requires certain nutrients. Within just a few hours, amino acids, B vitamins, and substances involved in the production of acetylcholine can significantly enhance the connection between nerves and muscles. The product in question contains everything needed for this. This substance is high in protein and contains elements that help the nervous system communicate more effectively with the muscles. So, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're also helping them work more efficiently. Practically speaking, this means that before pursuing new muscle mass, you should ensure that your nervous system is already effectively managing the muscles you currently have. Often, when your legs feel weak, the issue isn't the amount of muscle you have, but rather how well the signals are reaching them. Next, we will delve into leucine, an amino acid that is considered one of the key players in rebooting this system. We'll explore how it works and why it's referred to as a sort of internet for strength. If you're interested in learning something new about your body and viewing it from a different perspective, you might want to keep following our content. Here, we discuss how scientific knowledge can genuinely benefit your life. After you eat, a special moment occurs in your body. It begins to pay close attention to various signals. For example, a study published in 2023 observed an interesting effect. People over 50 who consumed a certain nutritious food in the evening reported improvements in muscle protein synthesis and mitochondrial function by the very next day. Mitochondria are the energy powerhouses of our cells, responsible for strength, endurance, and recovery, particularly in the legs. It's typically the legs that start to lose their former shape as we age. It's not just about calories. the small chemical cues are also important as they guide the body on what to do next. One of the key signals is the amino acid leucine. It's essential, meaning the body can't produce it on its own and can only obtain it through food. But the role of leucine goes beyond basic nutrition. It triggers processes that are crucial for your health and energy. In the scientific community, leucine is often referred to as a unique catalyst for muscle growth. It acts like a signal to your body's cells, indicating that it's time to grow and regenerate. Research shows that leucine directly activates an important cellular system called mTOR. This system functions like a control center that decides when the body should build or repair muscle tissue. Think of mTOR as an internal switch, and leucine as the finger that flips it on. Even among elderly individuals, just one meal high in leucine can significantly activate mTOR and kickstart the muscle protein synthesis process. This was confirmed by data published in the Journal of Nutrition in 2011. Considering that with age, muscles become less responsive to growth signals, this is particularly important. Leucine helps combat the body's resistance to protein. It's one of the few nutrients that can really make a noticeable difference in just a few hours. You've probably noticed that even after a hearty, protein-rich meal, you sometimes still feel fatigued or have weakness in your muscles. The issue may not be the total amount of protein, but rather how much leucine you're getting, and when you consume it. Many older adults consume just enough protein to prevent muscle loss, but that's not enough for muscle growth, which is where leucine comes into play. Therefore, it's important not only how much protein you eat, but also the type of protein and the timing of your intake. A simple way to improve the situation is to make your first meal of the day as rich in leucine-containing foods as possible. The highest amounts can be found in animal proteins, eggs, beef, chicken, and especially whey protein. To kickstart muscle recovery, you only need about 5 to 3 grams of leucine, which translates to roughly 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein. If you're looking for a faster way to recover your muscles, whey protein isolate is one of the best options. It contains leucine and other essential amino acids in the right proportions. That's why it's often chosen by athletes and healthcare professionals working with seniors to help them restore muscle function more quickly. But protein isn't just about recovery. It's also about how our body communicates with itself. After you consume protein with leucine, processes are triggered in the brain and muscles that go beyond simple muscle growth. They activate the connection between the nervous system and the muscles. The sooner you provide your body with the necessary nutrients, the faster your legs will regain strength, confidence, and mobility. Next time, we'll discuss acetylcholine, a substance that helps muscles move, and how certain foods can replenish its levels more quickly than most supplements. If you found this information helpful, please support the video with a like. It's not just about mobility or appearance, it's about something more important: your independence, confidence, and the ability to live an active life for as long as you desire. A loss of strength in your legs can change everything. Even a simple climb up the stairs becomes more difficult, energy levels drop, and maintaining balance becomes harder. This helps spread simple and effective ways to strengthen muscles to more people who truly need them. Additionally, as the information gains popularity, algorithms take notice, making it more visible to others. Every time you decide to make a move, whether it's to stand up, take a walk, or simply get up from your chair, your brain sends signals to your muscles. However, this signal doesn't reach them directly. First, it is converted into a substance called acetylcholine. This is a special chemical messenger that helps transmit nerve impulses to the muscles. It is thanks to acetylcholine that your muscles receive the command to contract. When there isn't enough of this substance, the muscles start to function less effectively. They may respond poorly or even stop responding altogether. Over time, this can become more noticeable. Scientists have discovered that as we age, the production of acetylcholine and sensitivity to it, particularly in the nerve cells responsible for leg movement, gradually decline. This is why even minor balance issues and slower muscle reactions become more common with age. However, science offers an interesting solution. It turns out that choline, the substance from which the body produces acetylcholine, helps to quickly improve the transmission of nerve signals. A review published in the journal Nutrients in 2012 states that increasing choline intake can boost acetylcholine production within just 6 to 12 hours. This is especially important when the brain needs to coordinate movements quickly and precisely. The richest natural source of choline is egg yolks. Eating 2 eggs a day provides the body with over 300 milliliters of choline, which is then converted into acetylcholine, helping to restore motor pathways. This isn't just a tip from the realm of healthy eating. This method truly works. If you notice that you are experiencing tremors, instability, reduced strength while walking or standing, or your legs are responding more slowly, try adding this simple morning ritual to your day. Eat 2 eggs about half an hour after waking up. It's best to pair them with another protein-rich food high in leucine, such as cottage cheese or whey protein. Why is this important? After sleep, the level of acetylcholine in the body is usually lower, and this substance plays a crucial role in the functioning of the nervous system and muscles. In the morning, motor neurons respond particularly well to nutrients, and the body needs to replenish its stores for normal neuromuscular control. If you have a protein-rich breakfast, you might notice that even simple movements, like walking up the stairs, feel easier. This isn't just a placebo effect. There's a scientific explanation. The central nervous system starts to function more accurately, and the connection between the brain and muscles improves. Choline, found in eggs and other protein-rich foods, benefits not only the muscles, but also the entire signaling system from the brain to the body. If you follow a plant-based diet or don't eat eggs, don't worry. You're still able to get choline from other foods. For instance, it's abundant in quinoa, Brussels sprouts, and soybeans. However, it's important to note that the body absorbs choline best from egg yolks. Many people believe that loss of muscle mass is a natural part of aging, but the reality is a bit different. The main reason lies not in age, but in the fact that cells are not receiving the necessary nutrients, chronic inflammation occurs in the body, and sleep-wake cycles become disrupted. So it's not about how old you are, it's about how your body is functioning. Acetylcholine is not just about muscle function. It also plays a crucial role in helping us learn, remember new information, and concentrate. So, when we maintain its levels in the brain, both our body and mind benefit. This is especially important for those who want to maintain their activity and mental clarity as they age. Next, we will discuss how circulation is connected to leg strength and talk about a product that helps improve blood flow so effectively that it is currently being studied as a potential remedy for vascular dementia and chronic fatigue. If you want to regain your energy and mental clarity, stay with us. There are many useful tips ahead that are easy to incorporate into your daily routine. Imagine you are tending to a garden, but the hose you use for watering is kinked. No matter how good the soil is or how much sunshine the plants receive, without water, nothing will thrive. The same is true for our muscles, especially in our legs, as we age. The arteries and capillaries that supply blood to our legs gradually narrow and lose their elasticity. This hinders proper blood flow, even in the absence of serious health issues. As a result, the muscles receive less oxygen and nutrients, while waste removal becomes less efficient. All of this affects the muscle's ability to function and recover properly. Consequently, you may experience pain in your legs, a feeling of heaviness and fatigue, and slower movements. Even if you eat well and exercise, poor circulation can hinder your strength-building efforts. The molecule responsible for blood vessel dilation in the body is called nitric oxide, or simply NO. Within our blood vessels, there are special cells known as endothelial cells, which produce this gas that helps relax the vessels and allows more blood to flow when needed. Interestingly, this process is largely influenced by our diet. Regular beets are one of the most powerful natural aids for producing this gas. They are particularly beneficial when consumed raw or as juice, as this allows a significant amount of dietary nitrates to enter the body. In the body, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, the very gas that enhances vascular function. There's even a study published in 2015 where older adults were given beet juice. Within just a few hours, they experienced a noticeable increase in leg muscle strength, particularly in the muscle fibers responsible for balance, which helps prevent falls. Even a slight improvement was practically evident. People walked faster, found it easier to get up from a chair, and climbed stairs with more ease. If you want to give it a try yourself, you can eat 1 or 2 medium-sized beets or drink a glass, about 250-300 milliliters, of beet juice an hour and a half before your workout or any physical activity. During this time, nitrates convert into nitric oxide, which helps dilate blood vessels. To enhance the effect, add about 20 minutes of light activity, like going for a walk, cycling a bit, or doing some simple stretches. Movement itself is excellent for boosting nitric oxide production, especially if you've already consumed nitrates from food. It's like not only increasing water pressure, but also preparing the hose in advance. Beets have a low glycemic load, and the benefits for endurance more than justify a potential slight rise in blood sugar if you eat beets before your workout. It's crucial to pay attention to what you eat, when you eat it, and how it affects your well-being and muscles. In this episode, we will discuss how one simple product, when consumed properly, can significantly improve the condition of your legs. I will explain its composition and how it can help speed up the recovery of your neuromuscular system in just one night. However, if you're still concerned about sugar content, try pairing beets with some protein or fibrous greens to soften the sugar spike. If you find this approach helpful, consider subscribing. We keep information concise and focus only on truly effective, scientifically backed methods like this one, so you can easily apply them in your life. Each video is designed to explain scientific facts in simple terms that you can apply to your everyday life. This will help you feel more energized, improve your focus, and better manage your body. Next time, we'll discuss inflammation, a topic surrounded by many myths, especially when it comes to muscle loss. I'll explain how certain foods can help combat that quiet, ongoing fire within you that subtly diminishes your leg strength. Even if you don't feel inflammation directly, it can act like background noise, lingering unnoticed for a long time. I'm talking about chronic inflammation. Unlike acute inflammation, which appears immediately after an injury, chronic inflammation develops gradually and affects the entire body. Over time, it can impair muscle function, particularly in the legs. Researchers have found that even low levels of chronic inflammation hinder muscles from recovering, becoming stronger, and functioning cohesively. For instance, a 2020 study published in gerontology journals found that elderly individuals with elevated levels of inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein, or CRP, and interleukin-6, IL-6, had lower muscle mass and strength. This was observed even in those who maintained a balanced diet and exercised regularly. We will discuss why this happens and what is occurring within the body during this process next. Inflammation disrupts the normal functioning of mitochondria, the very engines that provide energy for muscle movement. As a result of inflammation, the synthesis of muscle protein is impaired, oxidative stress increases, and overall mitochondrial function suffers. Additionally, inflammation makes the nervous system less efficient, leading to poorer management of muscle fibers. So even if your muscles are in good shape, the signal that should activate them becomes weaker. Interestingly, one of the best ways to combat this issue isn't some special supplement. Everything you need is likely already in your kitchen. Dark, green, leafy vegetables, spinach, kale, arugula, Swiss chard, and mustard greens are all not only packed with nutrients, but also excellent at reducing inflammation. They contain high levels of polyphenols, chlorophyll, magnesium, and nitrates, all of which help the body combat inflammatory processes. Research has shown that the polyphenol quercetin found in mustard greens and kale can block inflammatory processes in the body, specifically substances like IL-6 and TNF-alpha. A study published in the journal Frontiers in Pharmacology in 2019 revealed that regularly consuming foods rich in quercetin can significantly reduce inflammation levels within just 24 weeks, especially when combined with moderate physical activity. One simple way to support your body is to start your day with a cup of dark leafy greens. This advice is backed by numerous scientific studies. Why breakfast matters. It's the first meal of the day that sets the tone and helps the body manage inflammation more effectively throughout the day. This is linked to our internal biological clocks, which regulate immunity and hormones. You will also learn how this type of nutrition can support the mitochondria, those tiny powerhouses within your muscles that are essential for your energy and endurance. Amino acids serve not just a structural role, but also a signaling function. They instruct the body to initiate muscle tissue recovery. The effectiveness of this process is greatly influenced by the time of day and our internal biological clocks. To maximize the benefits of greens, pair them with something fatty, like olive oil or avocado. This makes it easier for the body to absorb essential vitamins such as K and beta-carotene. Adding a bit of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar can enhance digestion and help extract even more nutrients from your food. It's important to remember that these products do not function as pain relievers. Over time, you may notice that discomfort fades, recovery becomes easier, and you'll feel more energetic and lighter on your feet. Typically, these changes occur within 10 to 14 days, but don't expect instant results. At some point, food stops being just fuel for the body and becomes a signal to the immune system, indicating that everything is okay and it's time to relax. Next, we'll discuss something many people don't even consider: how the timing of your meals can either speed up or slow down muscle recovery and leg strength, especially as you age. While what you eat is undoubtedly important, it's not enough when it comes to muscle recovery. It's important to consider when you eat, especially as you get older. Every time you consume something with protein, your body initiates the process of muscle protein synthesis. This process helps repair tissues and build new muscle. In simpler terms, your body receives a signal to grow and renew itself. However, as we age, this signal weakens. Muscles respond less effectively to the protein you obtain from your diet. This phenomenon is known as anabolic resistance, where muscles lose their sensitivity to protein. Here's the situation. Even if you're consuming enough protein, your body may not fully utilize it for muscle recovery. So, what can you do about it? Research shows that to better preserve and grow muscle, especially in the legs and lower body, it's important to distribute protein intake evenly throughout the day, starting with breakfast. A study from the University of California in 2014 found that those who consumed roughly the same amount of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner experienced muscle recovery that was 25% faster than those who had the majority of their protein in the evening. This happens because each meal serves as a separate stimulus for muscle growth, and this signal is maintained throughout the day. Another important point is that if you eat within 30 to 60 minutes after light physical activity, or even a regular walk, the effect is enhanced, especially in older adults. This rule is particularly relevant for those who engage in regular exercise. During this period, often referred to as the anabolic window, muscles are most receptive to nutrients and recover more quickly. Here's a revised version of the text. This approach is quite simple and convenient. First, make sure that your first meal contains at least 30 grams of quality protein. For example, you could have a cup of Greek yogurt topped with berries and hemp seeds, or 3 eggs with sautéed spinach and lentils. After any physical activity, whether it's a walk, stretching, or a light workout, it's a good idea to eat or snack within an hour. Aim for something that includes both protein and complex carbohydrates. A smoothie with protein powder and a banana, or a bowl of quinoa, beans, and olive oil would be great options. That's why it's important to choose the right time to take amino acids to achieve the best results. If you're interested in trying this approach, there's a simple step-by-step guide you can start using today. This isn't just a trendy gimmick, it's a method backed by scientific research. Carbohydrates help stimulate insulin production, which in turn aids the body in better absorbing amino acids and nutrients. Another point to consider is that you shouldn't overdo it with protein at dinner. The fact is, muscles can only absorb a certain amount at one time, typically around 30 to 40 grams. Even if you want to make dinner the most filling meal of the day, extra protein won't benefit your body. It will either be stored as fat or used for energy. When you distribute your meals properly and pay attention to timing, you're not just feeding your muscles, it's like you're communicating with them. Your body gets the message. It needs to be strong, active, and full of energy. This is really important. Muscles are not just about movement. They play a role in metabolism and support your overall vitality. Let's summarize everything we've discussed, from the role of nitric oxide to the importance of nutrition and daily routines. At the end, you'll find a brief conclusion and one simple action that can help strengthen your legs, boost your energy, and improve your well-being. The fact that you've made it this far already says a lot. Now you have the information you need. You understand that you can regain leg strength in as little as 12 hours. This is backed by physiology. When you understand how your body works and don't interfere with it, the results come faster. Let's quickly recap 6 scientifically proven ideas we've talked about. Nitric oxide is a molecule responsible for blood circulation in the legs. It helps deliver oxygen, nutrients, and energy precisely where they are needed most. When nitric oxide levels are low, muscles become sluggish and inactive. Beetroot, especially when used in concentrated powder form, is considered one of the most effective natural ways to boost nitric oxide levels in the body. It can significantly enhance blood flow to the legs and improve overall performance in just a few hours. The inner surface of the blood vessels, known as the endothelium, plays a crucial role in how your muscles receive oxygen. Foods rich in nitrates, polyphenols, and antioxidants can truly help restart this process. Fast-twitch muscle fibers in the legs are particularly responsive to age-related changes. However, muscles are also very sensitive to factors such as blood flow, the nutrients you get from your diet, and the signals sent by the nervous system. All of this is interconnected due to the close relationship between the gut and the muscles. What you eat affects not only your digestion, but also how your brain and muscles work together. In this context, the way beets influence gut microbiota plays a significant role. The timing of your meals, especially when combined with physical activity, helps your body better utilize nutrients and support muscle growth. It's important to remember that our bodies can adapt and always strive to recover. Your job is simply to provide it with the right resources in the right amounts at the right time. The key point is that if you have the right resources, your body can recover much faster than you might think. For many years, it was widely believed that as we age, muscles irreversibly disappear due to inactivity or declining hormone levels. However, recent discoveries in neuroscience show that the situation isn't as hopeless as it seems. Try this simple and effective step. Tomorrow morning, start your day with a smoothie made from beets and add some protein, like Greek yogurt or a plant-based alternative. After that, take a 15-minute walk. This short walk helps to dilate your blood vessels, kickstarts the production of nitric oxide, and activates your muscles. About half an hour to an hour after this, have a protein-rich breakfast. Research shows that even small changes, such as choosing a specific food, taking a walk after meals, or timing your meals properly, can significantly impact your well-being and bodily functions. This is particularly noticeable in your legs. They not only support us and help us move, but also indicate how well your metabolism is working and how much energy you have. It's not just about muscle strength. It's important to create an inner drive. If you incorporate these methods into your daily routine, you'll gradually notice small but significant changes over time. It's not just about your legs becoming stronger. You will feel more strength, confidence, and resilience, and you'll develop a better sense of well-being. Just give this approach a try and see how your state of mind changes. If this video has helped you look at your body and your potential in a new way, I would appreciate your support. Please like, leave comments, and subscribe to the channel. I created this community so that you can not just cope with challenges, but truly feel better and utilize scientifically proven tools for your mind, body, and life. Thank you for being here with me. I hope to see you again soon.